Hi, my name is Johnny Stone and I'm a professional Hearthstone player and streamer. I'm attending many big international tournaments and I'm also currently representing Team Austria in the Hearthstone Global Games. During my streams, the following questions come up more often than any other. What's the best deck to play right now? Which deck can you recommend to climb with from rank 15 to 5? I'm stuck at rank 5, can you suggest a deck for me to reach Legend with? Today I want to show you a method which many pro players, including myself, use to select the best deck for ladder play, tailored to your specific situation. Hopefully you can use some of that information to your advantage. Let's take a look. First of all, you want to start by analyzing which classes and decks your opponents are playing right now. To keep track of my recent games, I use TrackerBot, but there are many other similar programs, and if you want, you can also just use pen and paper. I recommend using data no older than 3 days, as the meta can change very quickly. Obviously, the more games you have tracked, the greater the accuracy of your analysis will be. In the stats sheet, we want to filter for ranked play and show only the last 3 days, as previously mentioned. In the bottom half of the screen, you can now see the class consecration of the opponents I have faced, in this case 30% Shaman, 13% Mage, 12% Druid, 11% Paladin, 10% Warrior. In this case, our analysis is simple, as you want to play a deck which is good against Shaman, while also being decent against the other commonly played classes. But this process will work with any other distribution as well. This brings us to the site vicioussyndicate.com, mostly known for the weekly Data Reaper report, which, by the way, I definitely recommend checking out. This is also a good source for deck lists, as they usually have a couple of popular meta decks listed. However, there are some issues with following the advice on what decks to play blindly. Mainly the meta reacting to the report and therefore changing, or that you play at a rank where people just use different decks than the average player pool. Therefore, I recommend using your own data to find your optimal ladder deck, and here is how. Select Data Reaper Live from the drop-down menu. Then scroll to the bottom and click on Top Archetype Matchups. This sheet will show you the win percentages of the most popular decks against each other. Color-coded in green are the favorable matchups, red means unfavorable, and white is fairly neutral. All we need to do in our case is look for decks which have a good win rate against Token Shaman, as this was by far our most common matchup. This leaves Burn Mage, Taunt Warrior, Dragon Priest and Control Paladin as potentially good picks. If you are very dedicated, you could now add up the win rates of those decks against the rest of the meta and see which one performs the best, but the difference is gonna be small, so I would suggest just to play whichever of those 4 you enjoy the most. I'm gonna give you another example. This data is from 2 weeks ago, and as you can see, the meta looked very different. The most popular decks at that time were Token Druid and Pirate Warrior. Going back to our spreadsheet, we can see that the decks good against both would be Token Shaman, Taunt Warrior and Control Paladin. However, since there is quite a bit of Jade Druid in the mix as well, I would favor the Shaman by quite a bit. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and come check out my Twitch channel sometime. Thank you.